We are immediately addressing the fatal bug at the core of our source material today, the absolute stagnation of the modern digital video platform ecosystem. From the perspective of circular capitalism, entering this ecosystem is not a valid economic opportunity. It is an illegal dumping of human intelligence. It is an energy execution ground that completely ignores the physical costs of survival.
I mean, wait. Calling it an illegal dumping of intelligence that completely mischaracterizes what is actually happening. The digital jungle is harsh, sure, but it is a highly functional attention marketplace. Individuals are making rational, high-risk venture investments to build trust infrastructure.
Intelligence evolved strictly to reduce the life maintenance costs of our species. Under the logic of circular capitalism, cognitive energy must be applied to tangible environmental repair or survival efficiency. The current platform system takes the absolute latest, most advanced jet engine ever engineered, human cognitive capacity, and uses it as a giant electric fan just to cool off. The entirety of the energy input is lost as heat.
But you can't just measure digital economics with purely physical thermodynamic metaphors. The system matures, people gain value.
A newcomer starting a channel today is attempting to open a ramen shop in the middle of the Amazon jungle. The ramen they are boiling serves zero nutritional purpose for anyone. It is a visual bug. It is a literal smoke flare fired off by a stranded person desperately trying to hijack an algorithmic reward system.
Look, the individual boiling ramen in the Amazon knows exactly what they are doing. They aren't hallucinating some impossible reality. Before you can sell a physical product, you have to build a road to your location. You have to build trust. Look at the influencers who earn massive profits just by sitting in a cafe drinking coffee. They have successfully completed the construction of their trust infrastructure.
The cafe influencer is operating a trust monopoly. The source material refers to this anomaly as Madonna Smile. A globally recognized celebrity can post a video of themselves simply baking a loaf of bread, and it instantly generates millions of views. It commands massive economic value purely by existing, while the newcomer—
because they spent years enduring the obscurity of that jungle to attain that monopolistic hold. They took the upfront risk. It is a deferred compensation model.
The newcomer acts as an unpaid volunteer soldier in a digital exploitation facility. The mechanics dictate a 100% take abnormality. The creator pays for the physical ingredients out of pocket. They shave off hours of their finite biological lifespan to cook. The platform extracts every single fraction of a cent of the ad revenue until a completely arbitrary monetization gate is reached. Then, an unseen jaguar wanders by, eats the food without permission, and leaves a comment complaining that the noodles are soggy.
Calling it an abnormality completely ignores the massive capital infrastructure the creator gets for free. That 100% take rate prior to monetization, that is the toll paid for utilizing a multi-billion-dollar distribution network. They aren't paying with capital. The platform absorbs the financial risk of hosting millions of terabytes of failed content.
The physical labor and biological time expended by the creator are the capital. The system is rigged to extract that energy without providing any reliable biological return. We must examine the blind god algorithm and the earthquake roulette. Imagine a creator perfects their ramen, uploads it, and at that exact moment, an earthquake strikes their region.
Okay, an earthquake is an extreme edge case you can't base economic theory on.
The audience's attention biologically and necessarily shifts to physical survival. Click-through rates on the ramen video plummet. The blind god algorithm, lacking all physical context, processes this data and permanently concludes your ramen is bad. It is exactly like standing in a casino where the literal floor collapses while the roulette wheel is spinning, and the dealer simply confiscates your chips and declares you lose. If the casino floor collapses, the house should immediately halt the game. The algorithm deprioritizing the ramen video during a disaster is proof of its hyper-efficiency, not a bug. It ruthlessly prioritizes macro survival over micro entertainment. It instantaneously detects a massive shift in human utility and reallocates the global distribution network to serve real-time market demand. It isn't a broken roulette wheel,
It isolates human intelligence from actual survival application. This dynamic reallocation you defend has triggered the heat death of information. The ecosystem has devolved from a diverse town diner into a dystopian central kitchen.
Wait, people are still learning valuable skills? I can still go on these platforms and learn how to fix my plumbing. In the town diner, creators shared actual survival recipes. The chef's secret ingredients genuinely lowered life maintenance costs for their community. Now, because the algorithm ruthlessly optimizes for momentary click-through rates, every creator is forced to mechanically shoot out the exact same homogenized visual symbol. They fabricate visual bugs, identical, exaggerated thumbnails, just to trigger a neurological reflex in the consumer.
That is simply the natural standardization of a mass medium. What you call a dystopian central kitchen is the achievement of ultimate legibility for the consumer. With literally millions of video options available, consumers rely on standardized packaging to make rapid, efficient decisions about their finite attention. The town diner was charming, but it was not scalable to a global population.
The packaging has entirely consumed the product. It is pasting the label of a famous Michelin star restaurant over a bowl of empty hot water. The complete uniformization of intelligence serves only to maximize the platform's extraction efficiency, prioritizing the cognitive hacking of the consumer over the physical utility of the product.
But the digital jungle, even with its high casualty rates, is still a functioning economic marketplace. The upside is unprecedented in human history. Yes, the algorithm is an unforgetting jaguar, but millions of creators enter the jungle fully aware of the odds. The utility of successfully capturing global attention still vastly outweighs the physical cost of the attempt. You can't just dismiss human agency.
High participation rates only measure the effectiveness of psychological manipulation. The existing operating system of digital ownership and attention accumulation is fatally flawed. It functions as a one-way incinerator, converting our most valuable human intelligence into meaningless noise, serving solely to generate physical heat loss in corporate data centers while extracting the lifespan of its participants. The current system is mathematically collapsing under the weight of its own physical inefficiency. Transitioning to circular capitalism, where cognitive energy is directly invested into reducing tangible life maintenance costs, is no longer a philosophical choice. It is the only rational investment for survival.